All right, so big exciting day today. We're getting ready to get loaded up to go to Windrock. A couple things in this video you'll want to stay tuned for. One, in October, you'll be able to license one of these in North Carolina or get it registered and get it taxed.
What's that?
Barely running the camera's dangerous.
Are you hazard pay for this?
Well, if you haven't been able to tell from the video thus far, we're back at Windrock, really reaching out to the far northern side of Windrock, and just look at this view. Beautiful day. It rained last night, not dusty. Trying to get you a good view of how big this view actually is. So that over there is the top of Windrock, I believe, because I can see the windmills from there. That's kind of how far we are away, but you can pretty much see everything from here. Anyway, it's been a good trip so far. We had the torrential downpour last night, which kind of helped on the dust today, but that we actually got stuck out in. Didn't get a lot of video of that. It was raining so hard we couldn't see to drive on the way back, but so far it's been a fun trip, and this is definitely worth it. It's like 65 degrees up here right now, which is really comfortable.
There we go. Oh, it's gonna be oh man. Oh man. Oh no.
One of the big things that's coming up is supposedly in October. I'll try to put a link down in the description for the House bill that passed in North Carolina. I think we're going to end up being like maybe the 23rd state to legalize these on roads, and there are some limitations. It looks like for low speed vehicle, it's 35 mile an hour roads. For higher speed modified utility vehicle, it's going to be 55 mile an hour roads, excluding 4 lanes. And I think they reserve the right, basically, they'll probably be able to limit which roads you can be on. For me, I'm out in a rural area, so kind of a big deal for me, and I think many people in North Carolina. You'll be able to actually take these on the road. I can probably get to my park completely on the Razor. It's only 10 minutes away. And most of it's 35, or there's one little section I think that's 50. But really cool to be able to drive around. I expect to see more of them out on the road. We kind of already here locally, we see the Polaris EVs. For some reason they were qualified before, and obviously the first law that passed was for the Mahindra Roxor, and it was you could tell it was kind of a tailor-made bill for Mahindra. I think they're based at somewhere out of North Carolina. Maybe in Raleigh, and those are currently allowed under this same kind of section. They're calling it a modified utility vehicle, and you can tag that and go around. All of our bordering states, I'm on the western side of North Carolina. If you go over anywhere on the border in Tennessee, you see UTVs driving around everywhere on the road. It doesn't seem to have caused a problem. If anything, it's improved tourism. And you just see more. Like I was talking to a friend of mine that went to Cades Cove. I can remember going to Cades Cove years ago in a vehicle. Completely different experience on a UTV. As you can see, most UTVs don't even have a windshield. But you can just see more. You kind of get to experience more of what's out there. And the big thing on a UTV, these things will go anywhere. And you don't have to tear up a $60,000 truck to get somewhere, and these can take the abuse. So really good for folks in North Carolina to finally be able to tag and get these registered. It was kind of annoying for years to see little 50cc mopeds and smaller vehicles driving all over the road, where this is has a lot more safety features, and definitely can radial tires, etc. Isn't any more of a danger out on the road than a little small moped. So keep that in mind. Keep an eye, watch out for it. It will be in October sometime when that passes. I don't know what the procedure is. Looking at the law, it appears that so they have kind of a weird stipulation on wiper and windshield. If you don't have wiper and windshield, you have to wear a helmet. It may be goggles. I'm not really sure, but I know the helmet thing is a rule that's in there. Again, they have terms for low-speed vehicles and modified utility vehicles. That differentiates 35 mile an hour versus 55 miles an hour. So just take a look at the law. I'm sure they'll, the state at some point will release what you actually have to do. Looking at what it reads currently and my interpretation of it, and again, I'm gonna put a link and let you read for yourself, because I'm assuming they're going to put like a guide or something, or somebody's going to do one. As soon as it comes out, I'm probably going to go through the process, and I'll try to document as much as possible about how to do it. But it looks like it's going to be very similar to like a home-built trailer in North Carolina. Basically, you will submit, you need a VIN number. They'll either issue you one, or if your vehicle has one. Most of the Polaris RZRs are going to have one. I don't know if you'll need your certificate of origin. If you don't remember where you put that, it may be time to start looking for that, because you may need that to actually get this titled in North Carolina. If you have a modified UT vehicle that does not have a VIN number, my understanding is they will issue you one. I think that's an additional form you have to fill out. The process is, once you get that form, my understanding, you will have to actually either take this probably to like a highway patrol office or DMV office. Highway patrol now is combined. It has been for years with highway patrol. And some law enforcement officer will have to inspect the vehicle and make sure that you meet the criteria. It does list the criteria, and it's, basically what you would think it would be. Horn, you need a horn, blinkers, headlights, windshield, unless you want to wear a helmet. You need wipers. If you look on Amazon, there's actually a pretty easy way. Probably what I'm going to do, even though this is a poly windshield, I'm probably going to just install the wiper. And I probably won't use it, but at least it'll be on there so that I don't always have to wear a helmet when I'm cruising down the road. The blinker kits, everything right now is kind of out of stock. So almost every one I've looked at for the Pro XP, it's out of stock or back order for a long time. So I would encourage you to, if you're planning on doing it in October, go ahead and order what you need, or at least get in the waiting line for getting that. But pretty exciting news. So I'm real happy about that. And there'll be more to come, hopefully.